Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Market Pulse for the week 28 June 2021 to 4th of July 2021. Before we begin, please go through this disclaimer. Please note that MarketWiz Solutions LLP is not a SEBI registered entity, advisor or analyst. The session is purely for informational purpose to create awareness in the general public and does not constitute a recommendation or advice. All the views here expressed are personal. Okay, let's dive into the markets and let's take a look at what the indices are doing. Just give me a moment. Okay, that's the Nifty chart. So as we discussed yesterday, Nifty has been range bound still between 10,000. I mean, in fact, the last week, the whole of last week, probably it was range bound between for the second half around 600, 700 to 900. This week we opened gap up. Let me just remove all the tools. All right. So this week, so that's the weekly chart. On the monthly, we still are bullish. There is a new area of demand zone that has been formed on the monthly. This is where the new demand is. We'll have to see how this month pans out as a candle. We have about 2 more days of trading left. That's the weekly index. This week started with a gap up and immediately there was a sell-off that happened, but the trend still remains bullish. We could still see some more range bound activity before market breaks out. More likely it is going to break out to the upper side, but be cautious that India VIX is quite low, so it could also happen that markets will start correcting, though it will be more of a profit booking phase wherein we might again retest 10,000, 15,500 and then 15,300. The weekly demand is somewhere in this area of around 15,100 to 14,400. Let's take a look at the daily chart. So if you see here, today it opened up and came down. It hasn't yet gone below yet Friday's low, but it does look like there could be some more selling that could happen, and we might retest 10,660, 10,670. That's the area that we might again retest tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow in the next 2 days, and then we'll have to see how the prices would behave. For now, the range is going to be more or less till we break down below 10,400 odd levels to 10,900. That's going to be the range for Nifty for this coming week. If we expect a breakout, uh, please note that we need the price to sustain above the previous all-time high to make fresh highs and probably target 16,200 odd levels. But for now, that's the demand zone, which is still intact. Multiple levels, we could again, if market starts weakening, we could even retest this, but it's a little far off. So probably 10,400 to 10,150 is the range where we could see market could, if it comes, that is where it could again start moving up. On the smaller time frames, if you take a look, we are unable to sustain above the previous high. Now that's an interesting price action, especially at the end of the month. We'll have to see how price behaves. So for now, on the smaller time frames, that's your area of demand. For, let's say, for tomorrow intraday trading, you could go long in these areas. And that's where we could start looking at some short-term income positions, which will last for a few days. From here, we can retest, let's say 15,900 again. And these are the areas for your swing trade to get enabled. So Nifty again, still range bound, let's say 15,400 to 15,900. No supply, remember, whatsoever on Nifty. Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty uh, has moved up pretty well last week, having a very green bullish candle. There is this supply on the weekly which is still holding up, but remember, this supply is could get easily broken and Bank Nifty could retest 37,000 based on the weekly chart. Monthly, weekly trend bullish, a strong uptrend. So that's the supply zone which we are still holding, and prices are failing to close above that. Okay, there is also a smaller time supply which is like a trap level. just above this. That is where it went up, came down, but now it's showing some good bullish patterns, and we can expect if Bank Nifty starts moving above 35,800, we could retarget these areas on the daily chart. So yeah, about 36,700 is what the target could be once it starts trading about 35,600, 35,700. You could trade again Bank Nifty for another 1,000 point move for a short term income. New demand zone has been formed here, a drop base rally, so that remains your demand for short-term income. So if Bank Nifty and Nifty both come down, let's say Nifty cracks by about 100 odd points, tries to retest 10,700, 10,000, or maybe 10,750 to 10,800, Bank Nifty could come here. We could see some up move coming in from this, and that's still the zone that is holding up Bank Nifty. So these are where your swing positions, short-term income positions, and those are going to be your targets. On the smaller time frame, we do have some demand zones at that area around 35,100. So that's the smaller time frame demand. If you fine tune it, it's today has been quite a good day for Bank Nifty. In fact, even if Nifty was a little weak, Bank Nifty held on. If you see these rejections coming in, prices are probably trying to make an up move. So that's the supply zone which I was talking about on the smaller time frame, which broke. So enough room for Bank Nifty to move up. Aggressive traders can take some positions around 35,000 for a target of first target of at least 36, and good swing positions can be enabled at these areas. Right, so Bank Nifty is still bullish. Wait for pullbacks into good banking stocks before you can go long. Maybe like an ICICI Bank or a State Bank of India, or even HDFC Bank for that matters. Quick look at India VIX. India VIX is again dropping down on the weekly, monthly. It's come to very low areas. Remember, that's you have to be cautious here because that's probably the low where from where always a bounce has happened for India VIX. If you take a look at the monthly, from that is where it started moving up all the way, uh, and the markets crashed. So there could be a good move expected on the upside once India VIX forms a bottom. Remember, VIX is negatively correlated to the index, only index, not stocks, especially Nifty. That when the VIX is low, markets will be trading high and will probably be ready for a correction. And when VIX is high, it would usually be trading in demand zones where you should focus on being buyer. So uh, this is the supply zone for VIX that is still holding up. So an up move till 16 could drop Nifty down by another 200 points. So keep an eye on this. Let's take a look at some of the other sectors. So CNXIT, again, a bullish index moving up nicely. No pullbacks offered last week. It started moving up again from this. So probably there'll be some new demand zones that would be created uh, around 28,500, where we can go long in some of the IT stocks. So that's the demand zone that is holding up for the IT stocks. So once we come here, you could initiate longs, and those short-term longs, and these will be your swing long areas, 27,800. Those who are short-term income traders can look for bullish opportunities once we come here, and swing traders can look at this point. CNX Pharma has been moving up nicely this week, so you could see some more up move coming in CNX Pharma for the next few days. Remember, CNX Pharma is moving up from a weekly demand zone, all-time high scenarios. That's the area from where it has moved up, and two good up moves that have happened here on Friday and today. So we could retest 14,400 supply zones, and potentially if most of the pharma stocks are moving up from smaller time daily demand zones or those areas, so you could see this breaking and giving a new high the index. So bullish on the pharma stocks, wait for pullback. So that's an area where you can take some long positions in some of the pharma stocks, maybe like a Dr. Reddy or a Biocon, and target will be around this. So a good reward to risk that is being offered. So today's star, the PSU banks, very bullish, moving up. We could see this moving all the way to 2800. Another 200 points up move is easily possible. Trend is up strongly on monthly and weekly, though the overall trend is down, but the current trend is up on both weekly and monthly. Last week had a stellar run. After that, this week again, it broke the previous week highs and are starting to attack these areas. So once we go beyond 2655, we could see this moving up. So be bullish on the PSU bank stocks. Shorts only on confirmation. Wait for pullbacks to areas of demand zone. Maybe that will be a good area to enter long into some of the PSU bank stocks. So bullish outlook. Energy is weak with the major down move load being taken by Reliance. So it is moving down. That's the so this we do have an area of demand on the weekly here. So but you can't go get in aggressively long here because we are pretty overextended. Prices have gone too far. So that is the first demand zone on the weekly, which you need to take it with a little bit of caution. That's a good area of demand for swing positions around 18,900. So on the daily chart, if you see, we could see some more move down for the energy stocks. They could come all the way to 19,500 or these areas before it could start the up move. So right now, no longs till we hit a deeper point on this. This is the area where you can initiate swing longs, and your targets would be these areas of supply. Now, you could also have if it moves up and gives you some fill, you could also have short-term income short opportunities in some of the energy stocks to target around 19,400. But remember, if it hits very low end of this supply zone, then use those supply zones as targets and do not short, because you'll be moving up from higher time frame demand zones. So that's the supply zone where you can initiate short-term income shorts, provided we don't go deeper into this. But if you're moving up from deep, then these would be your targets and swing positions at this. So maybe neutral to bearish so far, longs on confirmation on the energy stocks. FMCG, after a good run, last 2 weeks have been a range-bound movement for FMCG stocks. For the last few days, it has been selling up. A very aggressive supply zone has been formed here at around 36 to 26. If you get a pullback, you can look to short for a target of this, and swing positions can be initiated around 35,400. So more of a range-bound movements in the FMCG stocks. So look for shorts at high on the curve, and once we get lower, you can start looking at long opportunities. CNX Finance again is a little bit weaker. If you see, it has not been able to move up beyond the supply, just like Bank Nifty. Maybe some pullback before it starts moving up on the weekly. The trend is still intact, but we are reacting to weekly supply zone, though not a high quality supply, but prices could pull back, give a pullback, and those pullbacks should be used to get into good quality financial services stocks. So maybe at the lower range of 16,400 is where you can look to buy. Swing positions can be initiated in these areas of demand around 15,700, in case because of VIX markets start correcting, these will also start correcting. Remember, most of these areas are going to be for short-term income trading. So if you're aggressive trader, you should trade with stick stop loss. So that demand zone still holds good for CNX Finance. Aggressive entries can be taken at these areas of demand, but for short-term income, let's say for some intraday trading, when it pulls back here, you can target this. You can initiate short-term income trades here and maybe swing on confirmation at these, because if it comes again here, maybe there's a possibility we could break this and come back closer to these areas of demand. So that will be a good area to go long from swing position perspective. CNX Auto doing well, holding up the up move. So it has got a nice up move last week, but it's right now trading in a daily supply zone. Remember, this is supply zone. We still have good demand zones here. There is also a possibility that from here, if it starts correcting, it could go all the way to this. So if you're holding longs, protect your profits. If you're, it's a little bit early to get short because the short-term income trend is up. Wait for some pullback, breaking of these areas of demand. Once we break this, you can look for shorts at least up to 10,100. So wait on the auto stocks. CNX Infra, again, a little bit weaker compared to the other indices. So maybe short bias on this since the trend on the daily is down. If you look at the higher highs and higher lows, it's down. It could retest 4290, 4200, or that is, this is the demands on which it could retest. Remember, there has been a retest, shallow bounce, could be coming down. So infra stocks are bearish, pullback to any supply zone here or this high. You can again look at shorting with strict stop losses. Longs only once we reach this area. A quick look at media stocks. Media stocks are also similar to the infra stocks. On the daily, they are correcting to the downside, but the weekly trend is still intact. Remember, we are trading in a monthly supply, so you could expect down moves here. So short opportunities and short bias in the media stocks, probably up to these areas of demand. The first targets could be these areas, provided you get good reward to risk. Don't short without the price retracing to good quality supply zones. So maybe that's the area where you can look for reshorting some of the media stocks to target about 17,080 odd levels. A good 100-point move can be expected. Realty stocks again, similarly range bound and correcting slowly. It's holding up this 75-minute demand zone that we spoke about in the last session. Longs again at around 330. Observe price here. If it starts moving out and takes this off, probably new areas of demand once we have broken this supply can be traded on the long side. Currently, the longs are going to be only valid at these areas. Maybe you can be a little aggressive in taking some short trades at these areas if markets, overall markets still remain range bound. That's realty stocks, range bound movements. Mid cap. Now this is again moving nicely up. No supply on weekly. They have hit the weekly demand zone, though they are overextended, but they are still bullish. Momentum is strong towards the upside after this down move started to move. Maybe a new high is possible. Do not short the mid cap, the strong mid cap stocks. Once we reach here, maybe look at weaker stocks to go short, and on the break of this you can again start wait for a pullback to go long in the stronger stocks. If you want to join the media stocks, this is where we got the pullback last week. Those are the areas we had planned. We can still wait for these to go long or wait for the supply to be taken off. Right now we are a little bit high on the curve with index also not able to sustain above its all-time highs. Just be cautious, don't be aggressive in buying. Bullish outlook, but wait for pullbacks to go long in some of the media stocks. A similar pattern is available in small caps, close to all-time highs. Weekly trend up strongly, hit the weekly demand zone here as we discussed last time. That's a demand zone that it hit the prior week, and this last week it gave a good move up. Finding it difficult to take out this high. So cautious approach towards the small cap stocks. Don't go long because we are trading in a daily supply. We could see some corrective move coming. Longs, wait for these areas. Don't be in a hurry. Wait for longs to go here, and maybe some confirmation shots in uh, small cap stocks can be taken once we break around 96.80. We can look for confirmation shots to target first and then second. Uh, but remember, this is also bullish on the higher time frame. Everything depends upon how Nifty starts trading about 10,000, 15,900. If it sustains, then wait for pullback or wait for this supply to be taken to go long. Metal have been moving up nicely for the last 2 days. Again, they are trying to come back to this supply zone. On the monthly, it's very bullish. Weekly, also bullish. range bound, but so ranging between, let's say, 55.20 to 5,000 or 49.50, that's still the range. Unless we break this range, you can't go long aggressively. Once it breaks and sustains above this, you can think about going long aggressively. Those who are long in any of the metal stocks at these areas can look to book profits. Maybe this week, you could see tomorrow or day after it hitting this area of supply. And if it breaks this, and if you want to hold on, you can trail it. And if it breaks this, you can keep trailing for higher targets. Otherwise, maybe without hitting the supply, if it comes down, these are the areas where you can look for quick long positions to target that supply zone. That's the daily demand zone. On a smaller time frame, still that's the best area to go long. I'm not keen on going here. You can do your intraday setups here at these areas to target this. Let's say tomorrow, if it comes here, take intraday positions in some of the metal stocks to target the supply zone. But swing positions only, maybe this is a good area for short-term income, and these are still where you can enter swing positions. So that's it, guys. All the indices covered. So a mixed bag wherein some of the banking stocks could maybe correct a little bit and then move out. But overall bullish. Wait for pullbacks. Don't get into shorts aggressively. Hope this information helps you in your trading. Have a good trading week. Thank you very much.